Yo, what's up, everybody? We're going to learn some things from this video that even I didn't even know about. If you want to watch the full video, I'm not going to go through all the match and just, break it down like pace by pace. But what we're going to do here is go to some specific moments that I saw that was kind of crazy that he was doing with Lucas. He did. I don't want to tell y'all if he won or not, but go watch the video. I'm telling y'all. So go watch the original video. Maybe I'll have it in the description. I've been kind of lazy about the descriptions, but maybe I will. But just search up Taco versus Chunky Kong and y'all find it. But we're going to start right here at 440 and we're going to see what he did. First off, for a second, just his advantage state, and you know how bad Lucas' advantage state is. So even just threatening him by being where he is when he falls down to the ground and being able to like catch his landing with a down tilt or anything is good. And that's what he was doing. He didn't really jump too much to try to come up and get him with an up air and maybe leave himself vulnerable because Lucas is so floaty. But he stayed on the ground, ran to where he was, and then tried to down tilt him or something like that. Right there. So I haven't been really doing that. I usually just jump up and then use the PK Thunder, which puts you in a more vulnerable state. But he actually stalled a better way. And one of the things I have been figuring out is like MK Leo stalls a lot with Byleth and everything, using the side B and stuff like that. If y'all ever see MK Leo's matches. So I've been kind of stalling more myself. I was in grand finals like I think 2 days ago. I was in grand finals with at a tournament, and I was stalling a little bit on a ledge too, but I never got to even see that you can do it that way. I never tried, so that's something you can possibly do. And PK Thunder locks the person down and shield and everything, so they're not going to want to get hit by that. So he moved away. So that's what I wanted to show y'all. I'm gonna start practicing that, see if it's viable for the next upcoming weeks. Maybe I'll show y'all a video on it. All right, so we're gonna go into the next part. Alright, so I wanted y'all to look at this neutral. Okay, so right there, just the sheer patience. A lot of things that I see from different Lucas mains is that y'all just keep moving, fairing and zaring and doing all this extra stuff. You don't have to do all that. He just waited for him to do a dash tech. I mean, he tried to shield grab with Lucas's bad out of shield grab game. I think he probably should have nared there, but even if he couldn't nair, I don't think nair was even viable either because the Donkey Kong did it at max range. Chunky Kong did it at max range, so I think it was pretty much safe. But at the same time, I think nair probably would have caught him. I'm not sure. But the neutral was amazing right there. Alright, now this next part is coming up, and I want y'all to check out his ledge options. Right there, he came up with a fair. Even that, just the sheer tricks he's doing off the ledge. I mean, most of the time he did come up with an attack, but it still was pretty much, I'm tricking you. I'm coming up with neutral get up. I'm changing up my options. I'm coming up with Zair because Zair's a lasting long hitbox. So he came up with Zair that time, and he didn't even go to the ledge. He just dropped down on the ledge, grabbed the Zair, jumped back up, and then, used the Zair to attack him. Alright, so we're going to go to the next part. I want y'all to check out his neutral with the short hops. The short hops, empty hops, I want y'all to look at that. Or maybe he did it because he was close. Look at the short hops. When you short hop with Lucas, think about how many options he has that's kind of scary when you're like far away from him. You got PK Fire, you got safe aerials, And not only that, his short hop is kind of small, so you can be able to be like, all right, if you dash in, I'm gonna hit you with something, a PK fire. If you try to dash in and you try to hit Lucas, you might get PK fired, you might get fared, you might get zared. It's a lot of things that you can do out of a short hop. So even just empty short hop and just looks a little scary. All right, so we're gonna go into the next part. Look at his use of PK fire. So pretty much he was never really using PK fire at close range. He was only using that at far ranges. So that way if Chunky Kong even like approaches at the time, he's gonna be able to fair him before he even gets to where he's at. So he was using the PK fire to make him approach and then trying to fair him afterwards. But he was doing it at max range because the PK fire is pretty much safe at max range, so there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so last part I want to show y'all is pretty much the last point of neutral at the, I think this was like the last stock. Oh no, this was not the last stock yet. I don't know why he didn't zero him across the stage after that. Maybe he doesn't really do that kind of stuff. Also, pivot grab. He used pivot grab to catch him with that safe arrow he was trying to do. So that's another thing, is like sometimes it's hard to catch certain characters when they, you know, they got all these safe aerials. They got long range safe aerials. It's hard to catch them. Sometimes if you just run around them and just pivot grab them, you can pretty much catch them and then, you know, put them on stage and put them in a bad situation. So right now, look at this neutral. The short hops, everything. Got him with the PK fire. He used it at max range. I mean, he got killed, but at the same time, it was pretty much amazing for neutral. And then his ledge trap game is good too. Being able to react with the full hop fair. Or was that probably was a double jump fair. Alright, and I want y'all to check out this last and final stock. I don't know why he didn't zero across the stage after that. That would have been more percent and he would have been off stage. But that's what I would have did. Again, you don't really have to be like that technical. I'm very technical with the stuff that I do. But just him having this good neutral is pretty much fine. You don't need to be doing all that zeroing across the stage after fair and all that crap, the stuff that I'll be doing. Just the weight right there is so good. Somebody else would have rolled. That was good. He got out of that pretty fast too. He just down aired him because what he was doing this entire game was PK freezing him every time he recovered high. So I'm pretty sure he already knew Chunky Kong was going to recover low, and all he had to do was down air him on top of him, and that's over. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video.